Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back. And I do appreciate the support. Guys, this is a story I meant to get to yesterday. Didn't have time to because it broke out here in Houston, where I'm at. Shout out Houston, Texas. And man, this is crazy. You see this guy up here? This is one of the reasons why I say the justice system ain't shit, because people like this all out to roam the streets, and they're a lot like him, and we keep seeing crime after crime committed, and then public asks why was this type of person released out in society in the first place when they should have been shown the flowers a long time ago. Guy you see up here, his name is Ted Fleming, homeless guy, 45 years old. This guy, I think they said he had 38 priors, and he's a convicted SEX offender, if you know what I'm saying. This guy was charged with kidnapping, and I forgot the other charge. You'll see it in a second. This guy, across the street from a school called Aldine High School, right, in the Aldine ISD, at a shopping center, he tried to kidnap a kid by injecting them with a foreign substance through a needle. Whatever it was so bad that the kid stumbled back to school and passed out and had to be woken up with Narcan. Now, luckily they caught this piece of shit. But I want to show you, this guy should have been locked up a long time ago. And look at the charges he has. Like he's been charged with things he's been convicted of, and he never won one day in prison. It's crazy. Take a look.
This morning about a frightening encounter near a North Houston school.
Yeah, a man accused of injecting a student with drugs, then trying to abduct them, has a criminal history that spans years. Our Devon Roming joining us live from outside of Aldine High School. Devon, what more are you learning about this lengthy criminal record?
Hey, good morning, guys. The suspect in this case, Ted Fleming, has 38 prior arrests dating back to 2014. And this most recent case happened just across the street from Aldine High School here behind me in this strip mall parking lot in broad daylight. Now, take a look at your screen. This is the suspect, 41-year-old Ted Fleming, who, according to court documents, grabbed a student walking near the high school and injected him with an unknown substance. Aldine ISD says staff members noticed the student stumbling and recorded video of him being pulled away. District police responded, finding the student unconscious and unresponsive, and Fleming was arrested nearby and is now charged with kidnapping and failing to register as a sex offender. Now, KHOU 11 uncovered Fleming's long criminal record with more than 30 arrests dating back to 2014, including terroristic threats, indecent exposure, and evading arrest, yet he's never served time in state prison.
You obviously have to blame, the defendant for his actions. But at the same time, you got to look at our criminal justice system for repeatedly putting him back out in society.
Now, in response to the incident, Aldine ISD sent us the following statement saying, in part, the Aldine ISD PD presented charges to the Harris County District Attorney's Office. The statement went on to say that the Aldine ISD police will increase patrols around the Aldine High School area. The safety and well-being of our students and staff will always be our top priority. Now, Fleming's bond is set at $150,000. In the meantime, this morning, we're still working to learn how the student involved is doing. We're also waiting to see when Fleming will make his first court appearance. For now, reporting live in Aldine, Devon Roming, KHOU 11 News.
New tonight, a convicted sex offender with more than 30 prior arrests is back behind bars in Harris County. This time, Ted Fleming, shown here with years worth of mugshots, is accused of kidnapping a student near Aldine High School. Even more disturbing, the student claims they were injected with an unknown substance during the incident. Stephen Goen joins us live from the Aldine area with more of the details. Stephen.
Maya, the suspect in this case had that long criminal history, like you said, but the most recent crime he's accused of is the most serious. It all happened right here at the shopping center across from the school, less than 1,000 feet away.
Ted Fleming.
1 week after his arrest and this first appearance in court, 45-year-old Ted Fleming arraigned today on that felony kidnapping charge. The allegations connected to an incident near Aldine High School last Wednesday. Court records show officers were called when school staff saw the student and suspect walking together. One staff member had even taken photos and videos of the student being, quote, pulled away. According to Aldine ISD, school staff saw that student stumbling, being approached by the suspect. The alleged kidnapping happening here at a shopping center less than 1,000 feet away from the school across the street. When officers arrived, they detained Fleming. The student, who was found unconscious, reportedly revived with Narcan and CPR, telling officers he'd been injected with the substance.
And this is the first time I've seen or heard of a case where somebody was actually injected.
Today, Andy Kahn with Crime Stoppers of Houston told us it was one of the most disturbing cases he'd come across.
And now you've got a teenager that's, God only knows what would have happened to him if he would have actually followed through and have been able to actually kidnap him as well.
Court records show Fleming also had an extensive criminal history in Harris County with more than 30 arrests and nearly a dozen convictions for indecent exposure, terroristic threat, and deadly conduct.
And yet he has never spent one day in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice.
In a statement, Aldine ISD tells KHOU 11 that school district police are increasing patrols around the Aldine High School area, but tonight questions remain about what more has to be done within the justice system to prevent incidents like this.
You obviously have to blame, the defendant for his actions, but at the same time you got to look at our criminal justice system for repeatedly putting him back out.
And the suspect is still being held on a $150,000 bond. We are working to find out more about the student who was involved in all of this. For now, in Harris County, Stephen Goen, KHOU 11 News.
All right, guys, another instance or example of how the justice system fails taxpayers. Same taxpayers that they have take care of people that are locked up that should be gone. Gone. This guy got 38 priors, convicted offender, yet he's out on the street amongst the public. If that ain't jaw dropping, I don't know what is. You run up on somebody's kid and stick him with a needle. Could have killed the boy. You think about that. Could have killed him. Look at all these different pictures of him. Those are just some of his mugshots. Obviously, getting his ass beat don't mean nothing to him. More than sure, this guy's on some type of drug, especially when he injected him into somebody else. The hard-headed never learn. And all they'll do is give him another slap on the wrist and he'll be back out due to some type of stupid-ass technicality. And it's not just in Houston. It's all over America where we see criminal justice system giving justice to the criminal and not for the victim or the victim's family. This is a goddamn shame. All this could have been avoided. They had took his head off when he stepped out of line the first time. Seriously. The criminal system, the punishments are not scaring anybody no more. Neither are the police, and neither is just the law, period. Nobody feels like they got to do, anything. And everybody feels like nowadays the world is their world, and it's their own personal GTA. Grand Theft Auto, and they play it like a video game as such. That's why we get all these stories that we cover on the daily. They need to take this guy outside and bury him alive. Seriously. Kid go to school. They ain't got no choice. That's what they have to do. That's the job of a kid, to go to school. And he almost lost his life by a stranger that felt as though they wanted to do what they was going to do, some devilishment. It's disgusting. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Nowadays, just walking down the street, you gotta have your head on the swivel. Because the most innocent person can be the last person you see, and it can mean your death or destruction. And you could be minding your business. That's the sad part. See you in the next video. Take care.